application in our education, especially in the development of student quality as friendship between university partners. And I will share about schedule today. First, we will listening presentation by Mr. Herison Surbakti with the topic data analytics with Google Data Studio, and then continue with Q&A session, and in last session is closing. Yeah. In addition, I would like to express my gratitude and thanks to Mr. Herison Surbakti for participating in our visiting lecture program. Yeah. Maybe for Mr. Herison, you can start for this session class today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Good afternoon, everyone. So today we will start the short lecture. I think 2 hours lecture, right? Including question and answering session. So sorry. So for today, I will deliver the course in a dual mode. So I may use the mixed language. Sorry. So first of all, my name is Herison. You can call me Harry, and I'm from Yogyakarta, Indonesia. Yeah, I'm Indonesian. As you can see, I'm wearing batik right now. So what we will learn by today, and as what I just mentioned just now, I will deliver the session for today's workshop in dual bahasa, right? In English and Indonesian. So I will mix the language. Anyway, I will share my screen first, so we can start. Okay, can you see my screen? Can I?
Yes, visible, sir.
All right. So okay. So today we will discuss about the data analytics. We will discuss about the analytics using Google Data Studio. Why Google Data Studio? Because it is free and easy to use. At least in my opinion, it is really easy to use. And the outline for today's course will be separated into 5 parts, which are introduction to analytics for part 1, and features on Google Data Studio as a part 3, and then we will start by exploring the Google Data Studio features, how to make charts and what kind of charts that are available in Google Data Studio. And then for part 4, I think we will see the available time, if we have enough time to discuss more about blending data, then we can explore more about another data set that available in the Google, like online data set, like for example, from Google Data Analytics, from YouTube Analytics, and so on. And the last session, before question and answering session, before Q&A session, we will discuss about how to export and share the reports or the dashboard that we just created. So what is the data analytics? Before we start our workshop today, I just want to remind you about the analytics. What is the analytics? The data analytics helps to optimize individual or organization business performance. So it is so useful either for individual or organization, and then it incorporating into business models, and it helps organizations to identify more efficient managerial process through large amounts of the data. So before we start today, what we need to take note is 2 things before we start using or arranging or doing data analytics session. First is dimension and the fact. What is the dimension and what is fact? Dimension is the companion of table to the fact table, contains descriptive attributes to use as query. It is, if you learn about the data warehouse, then you may remember what are the dim tables and fact tables. Okay, and then the fact table is the measurements. So all metrics will be placed in a fact table. Okay, so it's just like how we generate, how we develop data warehouse, for instance. So if you still remember, or if you already learn about data warehouse development, then you may remember about the snowflake schema, star schema, and all consist of the fact tables and dimension tables. Next is about it's in bahasa. So dimension is a table pendamping ke table fakta berisi atribut deskriptif. So all data in dimension tables are descriptive data. Okay. So before we start the workshop today, before we do all the analytics, or before we start making the dashboard, there is professor in Harvard Business School. His name is Davenport. He said that every business and organization in this world will be tied together, and decisions among those organizations will be governed by automated systems, goods, and services, such as traffic, communication, and energy, money, and all of these will flow around the network in massive volumes and at the speed which never done or known before. So this is the fundamental of data analytics. And then data analytics can be implemented in all domains. So what is the analytics? The analytics is some computer skills that you need computer skills to do the analytics, and mathematics, simple mathematics or standard mathematics, and the design. So you must consider about your art's point of view, for example, your computer skills and the basic mathematics, and also what you're interested in. So there are many types of analytics, but here we can say that business analytics consists of process, methods, and tools, and also data science, and also data analytics. And then for IT people, for IT guys, they develop or they make the analytics dashboard, for example. The purpose of this analytics is to support a business, for example, and for decision making. So whatever we use in IT, we use for decision making to support the managerial decision making. So the Google Data Studio, the features of Google Data Studio are so rich, but comparing to the other premium tool or framework, Google Data Studio as a free tool, I can say it's also powerful, even though we compare with the premium framework or tools out there. But the thing is, you must have an internet connection to use the Google Data Studio, because it is live and it is online. So to create charts and dashboard and to do the data analytics, you have to connect to internet. So This is the example of the interface before you start or before we start doing the dashboard or doing the analytics tasks. So this in Google later we will see, or we can practice about it. We can see what features that available in Google Data Studio. So there are plenty example as well that you can use, and we can use it as a template as well. So the data analytics generally it exploring the potential outcomes in the future. So we can use data analytics to explore what can be done in the future. There are many theory based of data analytics that we can discuss, but that is not our purpose for today, right? So today our topic is to, in Indonesian, in bahasa, we can say untuk menjajal, right? Untuk menjajal Google Data Analytics, how we can use it. And then just one thing that we have to remember, that the data analysis and data analytics are different. So data analytics and data analysis are not same. They are different. Data analysis is a subcomponent of data analytics. So when you do the dashboard, for example, when you see the future possibility outcomes, then we can say we do the data analytics tasks. And then when we go specific problem, when we go deep into specific problem, for example, when we go deep to see the problem in previous selling, then we call it as data analysis. So data analytics is the broad or wide range of the historical, from the historical data, for example. And then when we look into a specific problem in it, then we call it as a data analysis. So there are so many techniques for these data analysis tasks, including data mining. Okay, so based on KBBI, right, Kamus Besar Bahasa Indonesia, data analysis adalah kata benda yang berarti penyelidikan terhadap suatu peristiwa. Okay, suatu peristiwa is a particular thing, particular event, the specific event, untuk mengetahui keadaan yang sebenarnya, to see what happened, what just happened. So we need the historical based data. And then the data or the definition data, pemeriksaan, cleaning the data, and transformation of the data already done before we do data analysis tasks. And then today we will do the data analytics tasks. Okay, so that is the difference between the data analytics and data analysis. So maybe I think you understand already, but if in case some of you are still blur or ambiguous with the difference of data analytics and data analysis, so this is the answer. By today, we understand what the difference between the analytics and analysis. So the analysis is a subcomponent of analytics. So what we will do today is to make the charts about, I have prepared the data set, which called as a laporan periode from 2019 until 2022. And this data has been cleaned and also already extracted. And it consists of 1,000 rows of cities, profit, cost, customer names, and so on. So what we want to see, we will see here what is the gross profit, what the cost, date of order, category, and customer name, including the sales manager, sales representative, and devices. So the basic analytics, the primary purpose of the basic analytics, which we will discuss by today, we will discuss about the basic analytics today. The primary purpose of the basic analytics is to ensure the quick access to easy to read reports. Once again, easy to read reports. So anyone can understand what happened. Okay. So let's say you have boss, your manager, let's say we don't want to waste their time. We don't want to buang-buang waktu mereka by seeing the table numbers and so on. So we provide charts and we make the prediction forecasting by using charts as well. So what are the activities in data analytics for business that can help us with? First is for the industrial benchmarking and competitor, market trend analysis, and operations optimization. Like, for example, if we give this kind of data set to our manager, then our manager may get headache, sakit kepala. Apa nih? Like, what is this? Apa ini? Ini data yang tidak bisa saya baca, atau ini terlalu kompleks, too many data, right? And then we don't understand what kind of data is this, right? So what to decide? We cannot think anymore, because by seeing this hectic of the data, by seeing this bunch of data, we got headache already. So this is our job as a data analyst, as a data analyst, to give a bigger and important picture for our manager to make the decision. So we will discuss about one particular case today, which about the digital marketing performance from sales manager from 2019 until April 2022. The condition here is the data already clean, and the selling platforms are Facebook, Instagram, and their own website. But before we start, I just want to explain later a little bit about how we can retrieve the online data to Google spreadsheet, so we can have the automatic data later. All right, so I think we just start. I will share these slides. So if you have the data analytics interest in the future, then you can use it. If you want to explore more about the data analytics using Google Data Studio, then you can refer to these slides as a basic exploration. And then I think that's all for the introduction. So I have opened the Data Studio, and then you have to log into the Google account using your Gmail or other Google account to Google Data Studio to start. This is the URL. I will paste in a chat box so everyone can see and everyone can start. And then the second is we need to go to the Google Drive, and we need to upload the data, our data, to Google Drive. Okay. All right. So here, we need to convert the data. If we have the data set in Excel, for example, we need to convert it to the Google Data Studio, to the Google spreadsheet. Okay. Let's create the Google Sheet first, one Google Sheet. So before we start, I just want to explain that we can retrieve the data from the online platform as well. So, for example, I already prepare for some website that we can use. For example, here from Antara about the COVID-19 data by the province, how many people being committed, how many confirmed data, how many people sembuh dan meninggal, like by 27 May 2022. All right. And to retrieve this data to Google Data Studio, we simply can execute the short command, which is import HTML. So we can use the command of import XML. We can use the command of import data, feed, and the range of the table. But here we will be using import HTML because we import the data from HTML page from here, from this table. Okay, and then the query will be the URL first. Okay, and we need to put here, comma, and the query is a table, comma, and index is 1 because only one table, not local. So I just put it like this and enter. Okay, it got the data, right? So it's very useful. Okay, and then if you want to clean this data, then you can start cleaning the data by changing the whatever you want to change, whatever. Oh, sorry. I think we need to just okay, so so we need to all right, so we cannot change the star. Yeah, all right, but anyway, okay, and after that we can save this data. We can save this table, and later we can do the visualization as per our need. That is the first way. The second way, we can use the API to connect with our dataset. Oh yeah, and then we can use the auto refresh from Google Sheet. We can start from we can use it from setting tools. Sorry. Setting and calculation, and we can recalculate on change and every minute, okay, or every hour. That is the first. The second way is using a script. Okay. We can use the AppSheet as well. Later you can explore about this. Okay, and the second way that we can retrieve the data is from by using API. Like for example, we will go to the CoinMarketCap. Yeah, CoinMarketCap, and then let's say we want to see the trend or the probability of the particular coins or crypto, right? Let's say a Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin, right? The good thing about CoinMarketCap is we can use their API. Okay, so we just sign up because okay, we can sign up here. I already signed up, so I just log in. Okay, I forgot which Gmail that I use for this. This one. Oh, okay. All right. Then I will log in. Okay, and after that we go to, oh yeah, we go to the Pro Marketplace, sign up here first. If you haven't signed up for the coin market cap, so after that, then after you sign up, after you registered with the after you have the new account, then it will offer you, or it will give you the key, the API key. So just copy the API key and go to the API documentation. Here, I think I will use this blockchain, global market exchange. So many information that we can retrieve from here, or tools, key, blockchain, and so on. And here I think we'll go to cryptocurrency, listing latest or historical, for example. And then if you want to see the historical data, then just go to here and click get here to get the URL. Okay, I will click this URL and I copy it, or just open the new tab. Okay. So here it says the API key is missing. Okay. To get the API key, we need to get the query. The Zoom menus always appear and disappear. So, and all right, anyway. Okay. Here I already copy the URL. I will go to here. Okay. Right. And I will get the key in my previous account. Back, or just Pro coin market cap. Copy the key. Right, yeah, I need to wait the menu, the Zoom menu to disappear because it blocked my browser. Okay. Do like this. And I will put my key here. All right. Okay, so we have the data. We have our data now. Bitcoin. The data here in JSON format. Ethereum, Tether, and so on. So we have our data now, right? So after this, we can go to I will create the new one. Okay, new bullshit. Okay, and in case you haven't done, or in case you don't have the extension yet, so you need to click the extension, add-ons, and get add-ons, and search for API connector. Okay. And this is the API connector. Click on it and click install. continue and give the permission. Oh, why it prevent? Okay, I will start over. Extension, manage the add-on, API connector. Install, continue. Wow, what happened? All right, I think I just changed my account. I don't know what happened with this account. Oh, okay. I will use this account. Oh, I will start over. Sorry for the trouble. I will change my account because that was a new account. I think it needs SMS confirmation. So we go to extension and once I got the API connector already. So in case you haven't installed the API connector yet, then you need to go to the extension, add-ons, get add-ons, and search for API connector here and click install. I already got the extension, so I will just use it, open it, and then go to the create. Let's get the URL with the API key. Don't forget the method is get, right? And then enter, enter the, oh, I think I will move some menu, the zoom menu to the other screen. All right, and then we paste the URL path here. And for the destination output, we will put here in this sheet. So I will simply set current. Okay, sheet 1, start from A1, and the name maybe STEKOM. Okay, and save. All right, after I save it, then let's go to the request again, and I have this one task, right? And the action is to, and let's click the action and click run. And it will retrieve the data from coin market cap. Okay, so we have the data here, and you may perform any task that you want. Like for example, you want to see the historical price of Bitcoins, for example, then you may just filter for one particular coin only, let's say Bitcoin or Dogecoin and so on. That is how we get the data. 2 ways for today, a lot of ways and a lot of features that we can use by using Google as well. And I will, sorry, I have to wait. Every time I put my cursor, my mouse to the up, to the top of my screen, this zoom menu block my browser. It shows the, anyway, I will close this. Okay, I will close this. I will close this, and I will close this one. I will keep this. I will just use this account. All right, so this is our data set that we will use today. Okay, this is our data set that we will use today. Okay, and we have a lot of information here, 1,000 rows. Okay, we have the daerah here, the currency, order value, gross profit, and so on. And we will start doing the data analytics task. I changed everything into the local Indonesian Java Island data. Like for example, the place I changed into the city names in Java Island, and the name also, and the currency also I changed into the local to make us more familiar with it. So as what I mentioned previously, to use the Google Data Studio, to use the feature of the Google Data Studio, then we must use Google Spreadsheet. We can use Excel, but never mind, we will upload this Excel. So this data set is the Excel data set. So let's just upload this Excel data set. Is it uploaded already? Is it finished? Okay, it's finished. Okay. All right, and this is the file, well, in Excel format. Because we have the Excel format of the dataset, then we need to convert it to the Google dataset. Here, just click File and Save as Google Sheet. And then I will close the Excel one, and I will keep the Google Sheet. And then when I refresh this, then we have the May 2019 to April 2020 data set already. Okay, for the time's sake, I will just continue. And then open the Google Data Studio, datastudio.google.com. That's there's so many things that you can explore here. I will change the account first. Okay, so many templates and the demo dataset as well you can use to learn. But for now, we will use our own dataset. Let's click Blend Report. Okay, here for the dataset that we can connect with the Google Data Studio can be from Google Ads, Google Analytics. If you have website and you are using Google Analytics to track your website's performance, you can use it. BigQuery, you can upload your file, and from the Amazon Redshift, from the cloud, STEKOM by Google, for of course, all the Google products here. You can use also, if you have the YouTube account, you can directly just connect with your YouTube account and you can visualize your YouTube videos performance. But here we will be using Google Sheets, and this is what we just uploaded. And please remember to use first row as a header, because we have header here, right? The daerah, the currency, the order value, gross profit, and so on. Okay, and then I will add this data set. So as default, Google will provide a table. Okay, we don't need this. I will delete this. before we start, I want to adjust the layout first. We have the theme here. You can use or choose based on your preference. I will keep it as light or the default. The layout here, I think it's all right. This is better. Okay. So first thing is I want to add the header. Okay, I want to put the logo here. Okay, we have to. Okay, for students, thank you for all. We can discuss later during the Q&A session. Okay. Anyway, I have this on the workshop. Okay. All right, I will use this. All right. I don't have the STEKOM logo, sorry. So I will use this instead. Our own logo, Help University, and another picture. Help University. I think it's enough. So just keep the anyway. Having fun with data analytics. All right, you can add link as well, but anyway, just okay, center, bold. Wait. Center, bold, red or orange, underline. Okay, having fun. All right, more fun with data. All right. Well, I don't know what happened. Okay, 14. Sorry. Orange 426. I cannot block this. Oh, all right. Okay. Fun with data analytics. All right, that's all. Oh, yeah, I think that's enough. Okay, and put line. Okay. All right. why it cannot. I think because I am using Mozilla, I will start using, I will change the browser. I think this is better, right? So start Drive. I will use this one. Drive.com. I will upload this data set. This is the existing file. Okay. All right. And I will convert into, and actually I can just use the previous dataset, but anyway, I'm here already, so save it as a Google sheet. And I will open the Data Studio. Create the new one. Google dataset. First row as headers and including hidden and filtered data. And we don't need this at the moment. I will delete and I will having fun with data analytics. All right. Better. 48. Color orange. So Google Chrome, because it's Google products. So yeah, as you may notice. And I think there's two images, right? Oh, so workshop. Okay. Oops. Put here. And our school logo. School in Indonesia, maybe we can say school is jurusan. Okay, done. And mine. All right, better. Oh, I forgot the layout. Is landscape portrait. Okay. I will just use this. Um, Okay, I think that's all. Okay, then we start. So we will create the 4 KPI here. So first, let's go to the Add Chart menu, and select or choose the scorecard for the session. Session 1 here is a KPI, and order value and date. So the dimension will be date, and the metric will be order value. Just get the data and drag and drop here in metric or in the visualization. Okay, it will automatically put to the metric here. All right, and then click on it. Click on edit here. Let's click on it, and yeah, I want to see the sum, and the type is the currency in Indonesia rupiah, IDR. Where is it? This one, and the name is penjualan kotor. All right, done. Okay, and go to the style. Here in this style, we can beautify it. We can format it, like for example, for the name or the label, we can adjust the position, the metric value, we can adjust, and for the comparison, we can adjust. So anyway, I will add the border shadow for this card, okay? And later, contact number, label, background, padding, header, decimal. I just took one decimal for the sample, so 113.4 million. Conditional formatting, you can add the format rules, like for example, what kind of value not equal to, and you can choose the color and style, but I think we don't explore this, or we don't use it. We don't use this for this report, so we just close it. All right, and we will create the penjualan kotor, biaya penjualan, pendapatan kotor, and laba kotor. So we will have 4 card as our KPI. Before we continue, I will add more label here. Set it as KPI. 14 is enough. Just KPI. Okay, KPI. KPI is key performance indicator. I will just put it. Okay. 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 I will add text. Key performance indicator. Bold. All right, I will copy and paste this one. We will have 4 something like this. Okay, and then I will put it here. All right. Penjualan kotor. The second is biaya penjualan. So biaya penjualan from cost to here, and I will change the name into biaya penjualan. And yeah, sum, because we want to see the jumlah, total sum, total jumlah. The type is currency, Indonesian rupiah. Okay, and penjualan kotor is, oh no, this one is pendapatan, right? Pendapatan kotor. Sorry, gross profit. Okay. Type is currency, Indonesia rupiah. Okay, and for the last thing is laba kotor. So for laba kotor, we don't have the laba kotor here. We don't have laba kotor. Then we have to create the calculated field, the new field with the with formula. So just click in our metric here and choose create field. Okay, and we give it as, we name it as laba kotor, and the formula is the sum of gross profit, sum of the gross profit divided by sum of order value. Order value. Okay, laba kotor, and then the type is percentage, numeric and percent. All right, and click apply. Okay, so we done it. And for this one, should I like to know comparison that, oh yeah, before. Okay, before that, I just forgot. We need to create the control drop-down list, date range control, because we want to see our performance, right? We want to see our performance from May 2020, May 2020, yeah, May 2020 until June 2021, for example, for 1 month period. So we need this date range, and as default, we can select this year, apply. Okay, auto date range, and I will add border shadow to see it like it has a shadow. Okay, and then the other thing, the control is drop down list, and I will. Okay, so it will be category and order value. Okay, I think maybe cost. Yeah. Okay, type is currency and Indonesian rupiah. All right. Okay, done. Okay. Sorry. And all right. And when we preview, it will be like this. Okay. We can select last quarter or just start date March 1 March until 9 March. Okay, you can see this information. All right, let's continue. All right, the next is to see the top manager. Okay, to see top manager, 5 total top manager, top 5. Okay. You can use 3 map. Okay. Top sales manager, we can use 3 map. And let's change the category into sales manager. Sales manager. And the metric is order value. Yeah. Cross filtering. Cross filtering function is when you click one chart here, like for example, if you click Tomasian or when you click Mahadevi here, and the visualization will show only results from Mahadevi. Okay, and I will let's go to the style and let's limit the data. Sorry, let's limit the data into 5. Okay, no, sorry. Total row 5. Okay, so we have the top 5 sales manager. Sorry. And the second, I think we only have 1 more hour, right? So I think, all right, let's go to get the next. I think we can use the bar chart. Here. And order value. Okay, I make a bar chart here based on the order value in each city. Okay, and this will be I will add the label. Okay. And bold. Okay. And here. Change the name into the nilai penjualan. Okay. Order value. The type is currency Indonesia rupiah. All right. Okay, we have Cilacap number 1 from 1 March until 9 March. And third is I want to see the average for the sample. Okay, anyway, we can show the data label, but it will be looks crowded, so I think we don't need it, because when you sort your mouse into it, then it shows the detail, the data, right? How many value of order in a particular date. So I think no need to at the label. We show the title, we show the axis, and so on. All right, I think that's pretty good for this one to anyway. We haven't done the type of device. All right, and then let's create the new chart. I will be using pie chart. And this pie chart is to see how many percent the customers that bought the product using Instagram, using Facebook, and so on. And before we assess that, I want to see first what kind of device that users used. So if the thing is like this, if more of the users, if many users using mobile phone to order my product, then I will develop a mobile app for future sales. Okay, I mean, at the moment, I don't have the mobile app. I don't have the mobile app. They don't have the mobile app, meaning people cannot buy using mobile app, but they can buy through website. Okay. How about the mobile app? For example, when we develop a mobile app, then we publish it in the Google Play Store and people download it. And when they want to buy our product, then they can purchase, they can pay by using Google Credit, Google Coupon, PayPal, credit card, online banking, and so on. So I want to see first how many percent of these total customers bought my products by using mobile phone. So here the dimension will we change the dimension into the device type. Okay, PC, mobile, tablet. Okay, order value. Okay, I will keep order value because order value is the value of the order. So apparently 78.5% from PC, only 16% by mobile. So it's your decision if you want to. It's our decision. It's our manager decision if they want to develop mobile app or not. The second is I will just copy this and paste another pie chart to see the platform. Okay. All right. So, oh yeah, we will see it later. Okay. Style. Border shadow. Okay. Style. Border shadow. Okay, let's see. Let's view it. Okay, let's view and we see, get the data from the very beginning. Okay, 2019 until April 2020, January 1, April 2020, 30. All right, when we click Thomasian, okay, so Thomasian here generated 27.8 million all this time from 2019 until 2020, until April 2020. And his main sales area is Cilacap, right? And he sold over Instagram 64% and Catur Sojiwan 25 million by Instagram as well. So let's reset this. From all sales manager, from 1 January 2019 until 30 April of 2022, we sold 62.9% by Instagram, 79% by using PC. All right, let's go edit again and create new page. Before we continue, I will copy the KPI and top 5 sales manager. And so I will copy this as the header and also and paste here. All right. And I want to see the area. Let's go to add a chart, select field map. Okay. Enlarge a little bit. And I will keep the range dimension as date. The metric is order value. I will change this order value. And the location is daerah, based on the city. Okay. And I will change this into kota pengimpor, for example, or pembeli. And then we need to change into geolocation data type, okay, based on the city geolocation. All right. Okay. And I think we need to refresh this. Still loading. All right. Let's go to the click this first. Go to the style. I will choose the standard. I don't want to see the roads. I think just a little bit. All right. Okay. And landmarks. I will minimize the landmarks. Labels. I will minimize the labels. Okay. And then field area. Okay. And allow pan and zoom. I will keep these. So zoom control, I will uncheck this. So street view, I will eliminate, and done. Order value, we can change it later. Okay, I think that's all. Go to the data, the kota pengimpor order value. Change order value into nilai penjualan. No comparison. Type currency, Indonesian rupiah. IDR. Okay, done. All right, and then make sure it is cross filtering. Cross filtering is the feature that when you click one particular area, one data, then the other data will be updated as well. Let's see. View. Okay. I will select the this month, 1 April until May. Okay. Apply. Okay. 4 million. I will change. Okay. So I will keep it. All right. And then I want to know who made sales, the biggest sales in Jakarta during this month, right? So I just click Jakarta, okay, and the information updated here. The sales manager named Anang Susanto, he sold 247,000 in 1 month. Sorry, 2 months. Okay. All right, and then if you want to go back to the previous reports, just click the reset menu here. Okay. All right, and I think so many information that also we can provide to our manager, for example, to our audience by using Google Data Studio, and it's so interactive that you can, as you can see, right? So anyway, I will add one more heat map pivot table using heat map. Yeah, to see more and more information. All right, row dimension. Okay. Sales manager. We put the sales manager into the row dimension, and also sales representative into the row dimension, and we change the name to manager penjualan. Sales representative. Agen penjualan. Okay. And then category. Okay. Order value. Okay, I think order value is enough. Order value descending. Order value descending. Descending. Okay. Cross filtering. So subtotal. All right. We have the subtotal here. Grand total. Subtotal. No need to. Grand total. Yeah. All right. Optional metric. Order value. Date. Column. Order value. All right. So when we view it, then we have this information, right? Okay, so many information that we can show to our manager, for example. All right, and then I think we can add time series as well, time series chart. Not really necessary, but I think it's good information to present to our audience. All right. Okay. Dimension. Right now. Time series. Bar chart and so on. That range, dimension, metric, order value, and cost, and we can add more customer name, category, and we can go to the style. Three, category as bar chart, number 3. The series number 3 as a bar chart. Okay. Okay. And also series number 2, we can put this button. It's too hectic because we have the delete this, I will delete this. Okay, dead trains. Sorry. Okay. And this month, okay. Oh, last month. Okay. It's time. Cross filtering. All right. So let's view. Okay. Page number 1. Wait, that's okay. All right. This is the first page as devices information. For example, enter. And second page is sorry, it is not having fun with data analytics. All right, page 1, page 2. Okay, next one as devices report, devices based report. For example, second page is the location based report. Third page is the time series report. All right. Okay, view is what we have, and we save it. So get report link, copy link, and you can see it here. Okay. All right, this is what we have for a moment. And basically, previously we have done, I mean, in the previous workshop, we done the same thing, but we did more visualization because we have more time to do. Okay, this is how it looks like. This is the previous workshop. Yeah. This one, the previous workshop from the same data set, but with the additional report. So the case, the previous report is when we have the application, right? We have application, Android application that we boost. Sorry, let me change the date first. 2021. Okay. All right. So previously, we in this report, this page 3, we were using the dataset from Google AdMob and Google advertisement. So the case is about how much money we spend to advertise our Android application and how much money that we gain from our Android application. So the case was about the Android developer who wants to boost their application installation in Google Play Store. So I think you can copy these. Okay, just go to the Google Data Studio and paste this link, both this, and then you click this menu, make a copy, then you will have the copy of this visualization, and then you can use it as your template. The dataset is the same like what we have here, same dataset, but for this page 3, for this Biaya Iklan Android application here, we were using the different dataset. The dataset was online dataset, so you cannot use it, but you can see the point and the core of this visualization. Okay, so by seeing this information, how many clicks and impression of our ads in all countries, then we can decide where to boost our advertisement. For example, we have so many clicks from India, 4,000 clicks. So you can decide if you want to focus your application in India or you want to move to the other country. So this is the kind of analysis that we can use or do further. For the example, after you can see how many people or how many clicks that happen in Russia, for example, it's your call if you want to boost your application in Russia by increase the advertisement or just forget about it. Then just focus yourself in where is the Z? Maybe in Egypt, okay, or focus yourself in Pakistan and India, because there's so many people that like your application in these two countries, Pakistan and India. So you can focusing yourself, your application in India to gain more users. Okay, I think that's all for the data analytics and visualization workshop that I can deliver for today. And we have 30 minutes for, I think, more or less 30 minutes for Q&A session. So thank you, Ms. Novita.
Thank you for Mr. Herison for sharing your presentation. And next session, we will continue with Q&A session. Maybe for our audience, if you wanna ask a question, you can write it in room chat, or if you want, or you can raise your hand. Yeah, I'm ready. Share question in room chat. First, we have from Renata, when do we use infographic and when do we use dashboard for data visualization, sir?
Is it the question from chat box?
Yeah, I will. Is it? Yeah, I'm ready. Right up yet.
Okay. So, question number one from Renata, right?
Yeah.
When do we use infographics and when do we use dashboard? All right, for the data visualization, the infographics is about one sheet for one visualization. Like for example, we just created one dashboard, right? One dashboard, and then in this dashboard we have plenty visualization. We have bar chart, we have geolocation, we have line chart. That is what we call as a dashboard. Okay, so it is like the car dashboard. It is like a motorcycle dashboard. In one screen, we have many information in one screen. We have like a car dashboard. We have the information about our fuel. We have the information about our RPM. We have information about the speed. That is what we call as a dashboard. So to answer the question, when do we use dashboard for data visualization? Usually we use dashboard to present what happened in our company. What happened with the sales comparing to the cost. So we have two information, right? Cost and sales. So we present them in a dashboard. So we don't need to open two screen, right? Or two visualization. So two information, two visualization in one screen. That is what we call as a dashboard. Question number two, I just started my first data project. I already have the required data set. That's good. That's mantap. Then it will enter the data cleaning phase. Okay, this is the hectic and tiring phase. Before or after this phase, what kind of statistical tests are usually needed so that the data can, okay, so you will clean the data, right? You have the data and you want to enter and you want to clean the data. So what I understand about this question is you want to do the data cleaning process, right? Okay, you cannot do the statistical thing if your data is not clean. You can do the statistical tasks, but the result will be ambiguous, right? If you have the zero value, then the final result will be jelek, right? So the data can finally be further processed. It is what do you want to assess? For example, we have the association analysis, we have the clustering analysis, and we have the regression analysis for the what we call it for to see the probability, for example, right? So it's up to you what you want to see, but usually you can start by seeing the association analysis first, start by doing association analysis. Why? Association analysis are quite interesting theoretically, right? Because you can see what associate with what, right? For example, why so many people buy, or why so many people in this shop or in this store, they bought diapers, popok bayi, and Coca-Cola in the same time. So what is the correlation between Coca-Cola and popok bayi? It's not correlated at all. Theoretically, it's so interesting because after we do after we conduct the observation, okay, because the father, seorang ayah, they went to the Carrefour, for example, with their wife, right? And they have a baby. So the mother bought the diapers, popok bayi, and the father bought the Coca-Cola. And ayah yang membayar one bill. But actually, I said Coca-Cola, but actually this research in United States, it says beers, beer, minuman beralkohol, beer. So it was a little bit confusing. Why diapers associated with beers, right? The answer was, oh, because the father went to the groceries with the mother and they are young couple, they have baby, that's why. So you may start from association analysis first to see the fun, okay? So you can make fun with it before you stress about it. So make fun with it first. All right, number 3, will the studio data will automatically updated if yes and no, okay? We can make it auto update. We can make it auto update by using scripts, by using another, by integrate it with another application, script app. Okay, but this is the first. The second, we can just use calculation like in 5 minutes in the opening workshop today. I explained about the calculation formula, right? If you do this, it can update every minute. But the problem is you have to open it. You cannot close it. If you close it, then it won't update it. Okay, that is the problem. You have to keep it open all the time to make it update. So to handle this, to solve this, then you can integrate with the script app. Okay, with the script app in the Google Data Studio. So you can close it, turn off your computer, but it will always update it. So don't worry about it. So there is a lot of features that you can jajal here. You can explore here in Google Data Studio. And very, very fun. We don't have time. We don't have a lot of time, 3 hours, not even 5 hours in this session. But I strongly suggest you to just explore all about it, okay? And question number 4, I am a student majoring in graphic design, but I have an interest in technology, data analysis will be all. So this is the good thing. It is not about data analysis, data analytics, and all the thing only. So you are a graphic designer, and you have the interest in IT, right? You know the fractal. Fractal is like pattern that we can generate by using mathematical formula. So you can see I wearing a batik, right? This batik, this pattern from the mind of its drawer, the person. So we can we have in Indonesia, it's quite famous worldwide because it uses the technology called as batik fractal. So they are using mathematical equation to generate the pattern. So when you input the mathematical formula and you hit enter and you run the software, it will generate the pattern, the beautiful pattern. So you can use it as your template to create the new gambar untuk batik, right? So if you're a graphic designer and you like IT or you like technology, it's so awesome, so great. So just keep going, okay, keep going. I think there's no question here, right? Anyway, that is the thing that I can give as to support you. That the thing that I can give to make you believe, to make all people believe that technology is fun, IT is fun. If you think the IT is stressful, that's because you don't like it. Because you don't like it, that's all. It will be fun if you like it. Okay, number 5, when do we use infographic and when we do? Okay, the already answered this one. Number 5, when do we use infographic? Same question from Bagas. How can we start our own data analysis project? If you have warung, right? You can start from your warung, right? How many cost you spend for electricity and how much money you gain as keuntungan 1 bulan, right? That's it. You can start for data analysis, or you can analyze your friends. Okay, you can analyze your friend. You just observe your friend, what they do every day. You are still young, right? You have to be a stalker. You have to be a stalker. And if you like a lady, if you like a boy, or boys, or ladies, or girls, you have to be a stalker. And after you be a stalker, you gather so many information. So you analyze this information. You know what they like. You know what they dislike. So if they don't like the person like what you always do, then don't be like that. That is your first analysis, right? Data analytics is fun. Just relate it with your daily life. All right, this from Febriani. Oh, you are a lady. Okay, anyway. Okay, thank you. All right, okay, all right. I think that's all the 6 questions.
Thank you for answering 6 questions from our student, and then we have last question in room chat. Yeah. How accurate is the data obtained to help make decision in Indonesia to improve our business?
Okay, thank you. That is a good question. How accurate is the data obtained to help make decision in Indonesia? I have to know what kind of data first, what kind of data that you obtained, and to help make decision in Indonesia, what kind of decision? Is it about how to bayar hutang-hutang luar negeri? All right. So anyway, if you ask about how accurate the data obtained, we need to discuss, we need to talk about data analytics purpose first, because we have big data requirement here that we have to extract the trusted data sources. Like for example, let's talk about the general things, right? Let's say you heard something in social media from someone that you don't know. And this someone talk about your dad, about your family. Do you believe them? Right. So we cannot use the reference to analyze our family because we know what happened in our home. That is the accuracy. So if you want to analyze about the IBM, if you want to analyze about the STEKOM performance in 1 year, then take the data from STEKOM itself. Do not take the data from outside. If you can take the data from STEKOM itself directly, then use it. I think I may misunderstand the question, but from what I read here, because you asked about how accurate is the data obtained, then we have to if you want to ask about the variables, how the data can be populated, I think I can answer more specific. But if you ask about how accurate, that is my answer. Do not take the data from unknown resources to get the accurate result. And to make the decision, what kind of decision? So we have to be more specific. If, like, for example, if you want to make war with Malaysia, then that is the decision. If you want to make war with Singapore, that is the decision. So to help make decisions is a quite wide to be discussed. So yes, I think we need to be more specific about what kind of decisions we want to make here. All right, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for Mr. Herison Surbakti for asking our question. Yes, I think we don't have no more question again from our audience. I will continue this session is to closing. Maybe there is something to say before I close this event. Sure. Okay.
I think okay. For all students, what we have here, what they have here, Malaysia, right now at the moment until today, data analytics, including data engineering, data analysis, and all that related to the data, they are on the top already. Okay, on the top. I mean the high-paying salary. So many companies here looking for the data engineers, looking for the data analysts. They don't care, even though you are IT guys, or if your background is accounting, if your background is from what we call it, psychology, as long as you know and you can do data science tasks, they will hire you and they pay more. That is what happened here. And during 5 years, we extract the data from LinkedIn. There's so many industries looking for the data engineers and data analysts. That is what happened here. And then I believe that is also what happened in Indonesia and in the Western as well. And believe me, if you start to like the data science, you are flexible, you are a hybrid person, you can go anywhere, because accounting, economics, mathematics, IT, whatever backgrounds, they are doing data analysis as well. Okay, I think that's all I can say as a closure for today. You may start explore the data science tasks or subject. All right, thanks.
Okay. Thank you for Mr. Harrison. Can we take a picture for documentation, sure? Okay, thank you. I will say 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and information will be beneficial for our audience. And I hope we can meet again in other event in the future. Thank you for our audience to join in this session until last session. Yeah, thank you for Mr. Herison Surbakti. Yeah, thank you so much and good evening. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Pak, udah. Close saja nggak apa-apa, Mbak.